Howdy y'all, this is Ethan Bonreal, back at it again, giving you that gay shit you love while playing some more Blasphemous. So, this time around, we're gonna go ahead and explore this new area we went to. Last time we were here, I actually didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just kind of ran around and got a little bit overwhelmed because I was trying to talk about some other things at the same time. This time around, we're gonna see if I do a little bit better. I don't have any notes or anything that I have in mind in particular to talk about, so this is going to be a bit more freeform. Interesting. Oh, nope. Okay. She gets knocked back a bit further than I thought she would. Go ahead and take a hit of this. And is this a puzzle? Do they come up at different times? They do. Oof. Okay. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Oh, she's the one, causing them to go down. Well, that makes this a lot easier. We'll take it. It's probably going to be useful for later. I guess that means whenever there's, I'm assuming that's lava? Oop! I'm dumb. Whenever there's lava falling down, there's someone causing it to fall, so we're gonna have to look out for people to kill. Yeah, there we go, she's right up there. I can't reach her. Okay. It's probably intentional, they'll stop me from cheesing this. They want me to get through this puzzle. Oof. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We'll take it though. It's a little unfortunate that enemies don't get hit by environmental stuff like this. Maybe you took like a night class on how not to get incinerated. In any case, I hope y'all are doing well today. This is actually the same day as my previous recording. I actually was in a pretty bad mood earlier today. I actually was the angriest I've been in a while. Basically because my work situation is really starting to stress me out really bad. I really don't like the person I work for. And I actually, after I got made to be upset, I started very aggressively just starting to look for other jobs. So that's what I'm doing with my spare time when I'm not actively working. And I think part of the reason why I don't like the person I work for is because she in some ways reminds me of my mom. And that's something I've had to grapple with because I find myself saying things. I'm gonna mess with my items here. Yeah, we're gonna use the moss because that lowers the poison damage, and this room to the bottom left does poison damage. But she reminds me of my mom, and I actually had like an imaginary argument with her in my head, which is how I know she stresses me out. And literally, I like said the same thing that like I say to my mom. When I'm stressed out or when she's like really hurting my feelings, and it's like, you have to listen to me. Like, please. Like, I'm literally begging you, you gotta listen to me. Ah, shit. I might not be able to do this. I'm gonna run past him. There we go. Whew. Holy shit, Mom. I'll snatch that up. I got the Heart of Saltpeter Blood. Alright, well now I have to get back out of here. It shouldn't be too hard, but I kind of think I'm gonna die. We'll see. I also should probably look at what that item is. Oh, you know what? Oh, there we go. Attack damage is increased when the penitent one is close to death. I'll equip it. Oh, I can I only do that at the Mea Culpa? I think I can. Okay, whatever. I'll do it next time I visit there. Neum. Also, these nuns are really strong. Holy sh... Am I dead? I'm dead. Sad voice. That's okay. That just means I have to not pussy out on my first go through here. Let me see if I still have it or not. Yeah, I still have it, so I don't have to go back that way. We're gonna go back this way then. Oh, and she respawned because I died. That's not super convenient. And I just ate a lot of free damage. Oof! Almost forgot. But I think that I have something, actually, I haven't really talked about this, but, I have had a lot of very abusive women in my life, and I killed myself, which is appropriate. That's me getting a little bit triggery. I've had a lot of abusive women in my life, and I definitely think that that is a pretty big trigger for me, is to be treated a certain way by women older than me, if that makes sense. And that, whatever, we're just gonna go through it. And the reason for that, or like what specifically bothers me, I think, is that a lot of these people who I've had this kind of negative relationship with have been people who basically will like do things that are wrong to me and then basically make themselves the victim in that situation. And that really fundamentally bothers me because I think that it adds like an extra level of being abused. And I mean, that's like, I think that's just kind of like regular abuse. And even just like regular interpersonal strife can be like that. But like being in a situation where it's like you're basically, if you're trying to defend yourself and you're told it's wrong, basically, and that actually you trying to defend yourself from someone is you personally doing something that's wrong to them, that is usually like a really super mega big trigger for me. Like it just really can make me lose my composure very quickly and very aggressively. Ah, fuck. Holy shit, man, the thing is so strong. I think this might be the end of... Aw, man! That thing does so much contact damage. I just keep misjudging it. That's not too bad, though. It's just part of playing a game like this. You just die a lot, and I'm fine with that. Slash, 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 slash. There we go. And I think that what makes it particularly kind of hard to deal with for me is that I also have very negative relationships with men in general. So it's like, really, it's one of those things when I was younger that made me very misanthropic. Whereas basically, like, It's very easy to come to the conclusion that men are very scary and shitty when you're gay, but like kind of having women also do really horrible things, and those are the people that like you have your bonds with. That also is not very fun. And I think the specific way that happens, and this isn't about my boss and this part, but the way it manifests, and I've observed this a lot, is that they will basically take out their anger on other men, on me, because I am weaker than them, or in situations where they have power. They will basically do things, not to like the actual people who do stuff to them, but to me, because they're not afraid of me, if that makes sense. And I've kind of talked about this before too. Well, actually, no, I haven't talked about this. I kind of see like a lineage between this type of behavior and how a lot of TERFs, or more specifically TWERFs, trans women exclusionary radical feminists, talk about gay men and trans women, is that they'll fight with gay men and trans women on the internet, but they will not fight with like actual cis straight men in person. And the reason for that is that they know that they have power in that situation against some gay men, and then like basically all trans women. And so what happens is that they kind of portray themselves as the victim in that situation. And you can see it with how they talk, right? Like, they're basically like, if you're a man, and when they say man, they really mean like male assigned at birth in any capacity. You being in women's spaces is you being sexually violent towards me, etc., etc. Regardless of if that person actually has the capacity to do anything to them or not. And so I can definitely think of times when I was a child, or just I objectively haven't really had power over someone. What the fuck? Hello? Oh, it's not even that squishy either. Okay, I can knock it out of its attacks. It's a little annoying. I really hope these aren't regular enemies. Nah, not today. I'm assuming I can't block the fire either. That wouldn't really make too much sense. Are you pissing up my nutsack, dude? Oh shit, she's up there. Okay, well I know it doesn't go through walls now. Take a hit of this Jesus juice. Killed myself. That was me being a little bit impatient there. But yeah, basically, like, I'm in this situation and people will kind of, like, take their anger out on people that are stronger than them, or that they are afraid of, more specifically, on me, because I am someone they can get away with it on, if that makes sense. And that really always has really just fundamentally bothered me. And I mean, it bothers me to an extra degree because it's like, when you're male assigned at birth, you kind of like are always assumed to be like a threat to other people to begin with. Even if you are the one being harmed and I really don't like that. Like, that has really, 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 really always bothered me. Because I understand, you know, that women definitely are an oppressed class of people, but I've always really hated when people, for one, use the language of social justice basically to just flat out bully people, but also when people just generally ignore interpersonal dynamics, specifically for social dynamics of power. So, like, the fact that men oppress women as a class of people doesn't mean individual women can't harm men. And I think a lot of people who are emotionally abusive really latch on to that logic, that it's impossible for men to do anything, or women to do anything wrong of substance to men. And I mean, it's like, honestly, I don't even really always care that much about that, because I don't necessarily have like a really strong connection to the identity of man all the time. But it does bother me. It still bothers me at a fundamental level when people are bullies. Basically, TLDR. And I think other gay people kind of really internalize that idea. And I admit I do it too. Like, literally, if like men and women have like interpersonal disputes, I generally will default towards believing the woman, TBH. Even to my own detriment, I think sometimes. And I'm a bit better about that now, but I think that just comes, honestly, with my experiences being really super ultra mega gay growing up. Because being gay makes you hate men a little bit, TBH. Usually. If you're doing it right, it should. Also, I might be needing to just practice more. I don't know. So I tried to go down this way to the bottom left here, and that didn't work out. I think I'm gonna pick up some of these griefamadoos. And then I'll end the video, and then we'll see if I can make things work out here. This is a one-shotter? Oof! Shit. Whatever, I'll take a hit of this Jesus juice again. Alright, so I died right below me. I'ma kill her. Oh, I should just slide through her next time. Yeah, that makes that a lot easier. Didn't even really think about that. And the thing is talking about this is always really awkward too, because, like, I'm not one of those people who's like, it's just as bad when, like, an oppressed group of people does something to a group of people that oppresses them. It's still not nice, but I don't think they're, like, equally bad, but it's still, like, also not okay. I don't know how else to explain that. Could I have gone this way before? I could have. I just was afraid of her. Whoops. Alright, well that's fine. We cleared out these enemies down here. And there is the oil lady. Oh, I can't jump that way. I mean, obviously they want me to go through this platforming adventure without just skipping all of it, I guess. Ow. I'm gonna avoid her. I don't want to get my brains blasted out. And I killed myself. That's okay. We're gonna go ahead and stop the video here. I was kind of rambling anyway. But I appreciate y'all for watching this. Don't forget to consider hitting the like button if you liked this. If you can relate to this in any way, hit like, I don't know, or don't. maybe leave a comment. Just want to see how other people feel. But anyway, have a good one. Goodbye.